Hello, so I said I'm gonna show you on how we're gonna split our dataset. So basically, let's say when conducting any analysis, so in statistics we usually have the predictor variable and the independent variable, right? That is x and y is always the dependent variable. So here we go. So x, for our case, x is gonna be sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width, and our y is gonna be our class. That's what we are predicting. So here we go. Let's play this first. So it's gonna be x is equals to average d dot. We want the first four. We want this row, this one, this one, this one, with all this. So we're gonna drop the last one, the last class. So it's gonna be arrays dot drop. What was the name of our last one? Class. Where axis is equals to 1, it's gonna drop all of this here. So axis is equals to 1. So let's go. So let's check out the first four of our data set. So the first four is gonna be perfect. You see, we have the petal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width without the class. The next one is the y. You remember the y? So y is gonna be definitely the last row here. So it's gonna be the class definitely. So it's gonna be y is equals to arrays d, then the class. So let's take the first four of these. So perfect. You see, we got the 0 0 0 here, which is what we have here. So with that being said, we have to do now the splitting our dataset, as we had mentioned earlier. And to do this, we have to use the sklearn model selection, import, training, split. And so in machine learning, we have one principle, that is never test or evaluate your model from data that is learned from, which is why we should split our data into training and testing. So that's the reason that we should split our data into training and testing. And to do this, to split the data set into training and testing, so we have to use the command here from sklearn. It's just like a special tool for conducting the splitting of our data set. So it's gonna be from sklearn dot model selection imports our splitting function now, which is gonna be train then test split. So that's it. And then from that, we want the x train, we want the y train, we want the x test, and we want the y test. So to do that, it's gonna be here x train, then maybe x test, then y train, then it's gonna be y test. So, and to split this dataset, we have to split maybe in a percentage of 20%. So to do that, let's call out the function train test split here. So train test split here, and what we are going to split is our data here, that is x and y. And what's the test size? We're gonna split it in a test size of 20%, which is equals to test size is gonna be 0.2, which is like 20%. So let's do this. Here we go. And then, so let's check the shapes of our data set here. That is X train. So I'm just gonna copy this here first. Then I'm gonna do this. So we want to check the shape of this, which is equal to dot shape. And then these are the one dot shape to dot shape, then dot shape, and dot shape. So let me hit shift and enter to see what happens. So here you see here we got the X train, we got the 120 and 4. And let's check the shape of X first. What was the shape of X? The overall X. So X dot shape is gonna be 150. So you see that it has 150, and taking the percentage, 20% of 80% of this is gonna be 120, and the test size is gonna be 30. That is the 20%. So I'm gonna show you. So to demonstrate this, let's see, let's take like x the shape of 0. So we want to know the price here. So definitely it's 150. That's it, which is equal, is also the same as the length of our dataset, which is iris deep. Let's check this. Oh, sorry, it's supposed to be length that way. So we see it's 150. And to do that, so let's check the like 80% of this. It's gonna be x dot shape, which is equals to 0 here, multiply by 0.8 here, 0.8 here. It's gonna give us 120, and this is the 120. The x test here is gonna give us 0.2%, which is gonna be 120 minus 150 is gonna be 30. Which is this? So with that being said, we have already split our data set into training and testing. So the next step, I'm gonna show you on how we can fill in other missing values. So thank you so much for your time, and I'm gonna see you in the next tutorial. Thank you.